Hello and welcome back to Legends of Ellaria Beta with me, Barden. Okay, so the first thing to notice is that we have had an update to the beta since last week, which is great to see. Let me just quickly run down through what the notes say has been added. Okay, so they've completely remade the user interface, which you can actually see here, say for the first person mode, but also the even the user interface that we can see here is different as well, so it's not just first person. And they say there's more to come as well in the future. There's a new warrior spirit skill tree, which will be fun to check out soon. You can now perform focus attacks by pressing Z, so we'll have to see what that's all about as well. They added an option to rebind the Q key for Azerty type layouts. And then they changed the bow accuracy by skill to non-linear, which will be something that we'll check out today because we are actually going to build for a bow build today. Okay, then there's some fixes. Getting stuck after dying while aiming, which I think, yeah, that happened to me before one of my videos. Fix multiple jumping and falling glitches. Fix climbing stairs in the city, fix unarmed damage amount, fix blocking calculations, which hopefully has something to do with the way when we were checking the shield last time, the way we were just basically being staggered every time we blocked, but maybe it's not to do with that, I'm not sure. Fix NPCs dying in one hit. Fix multiple issues with NPCs not dying. Fix issues with inventory quick slots. Fixed bow damage, which We'll see what that's like today. Fix tutorial quests won't update when taking gear. Okay, so that's a lot of updates, and it's good to see like that the guys are keeping the updates regular, and they're obviously kind of a two-prong approach where they're working on improving the game in terms of putting new features in and better kind of quality of life type stuff, and then also fixing any bugs that people bring to their attention as well. So obviously the guys are working hard on the game, which is great to see. Now we are going to check out. So this menu looks very similar to before, but it does actually look a little. I think it's a little bit different. I'd have to go back and look at my other videos, but it certainly does look slightly different. Now we're going to go to our character. So you can see that the warrior spirit is there. So let's see, first into the fray, warrior's fortitude, warrior's resilience. So what did these do? Let's see, move speed and jump height. Okay, that's certainly something to think about there. Okay, then we got poison resistance and focus regeneration. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of a, don't know, maybe a martial artist type build or something, where it's all about kind of like moving fast and getting around enemies rather than, yes, like dex kind of based. And this one kind of giving you better resistances as well. So, and then focus, so 10% focus regeneration. I guess that's the blue bar that we have. We'll see that when we come out here. But today we're going to build for the ranger. So I've made a ranger level 50, a warrior level 40, and then down along here, then we've gone heavily into dex and a bit into constitution as well. Okay, so let's see what is available here. So 10% range damage, 5% range accuracy, 10% range move speed, and then focus. Okay, let's unlock all of these. So we're getting a good big whack into our range damage there. And we have either quick draw. Okay. So quick draw, we have draw speed. Okay, so that's for kind of a almost, I suppose, like a Legolas type build, I guess you call it, where you can just quickly fire off arrows and do lots of damage. And then we have the veteran, which is stamina, then accuracy, range focus. Okay, so this one is more about kind of sustained firing, whereas the quick draw is basically get through, like you're going to burn through your stamina, or what do they call it in this one? The focus, yeah. So on this one, your stamina cost is going to be lower, so you're going to burn through it slower, and that therefore you can shoot more arrows per whatever amount of stamina you have. Whereas the quick draw is about firing, getting your shots off as quickly as possible, and then burning through that very quickly, and then obviously dodging a bit to allow yourself to build your stamina back up. Okay, so we're going to go. We have, I think, enough to unlock boats. We're going to do that, and then we're going to come over here and unlock these as well. So we're going to get. Okay, so we need level 60. So we'll have to work on that. And these probably all require level 60 as well. That level 70. Okay. So we have those. We have 3 more skills to spend once we get some more levels up. And we're about a quarter, not quite a quarter of the way to the next level. Another 25 XP we will be. Okay. And then quest-wise, you have build a blacksmith, and then green site scouts. So let's go see if the barracks captain has any. Oh, like this as well. The E is different as well on this. So guys are definitely making some changes. And see as well, the mini map seems to be, or not really the mini map, but the, what would you call it? The compass is slightly different as well. Okay, so we're outside. Okay, we still have, at least I still have issues with lag when we're outside in the town. Like I'd love if the town was as optimized as where we started, where we're getting like 40 frames per second. Like here we're up to about 17, but it's gonna drop down to single figures, I think, in not too long. Okay, so we have our market there, we've got our barracks there, then we've got a house there as well. Okay. So I'm going to talk to the captain in here. So let's open that. See what he's got for us. See what we can do in terms of getting our bow out and going out and shooting some, I was going to say the bad guys, but there's nothing to say that we aren't the bad guys, seeing as this isn't our planet. Hello lady, welcome to Greenside Barracks. What can I do for you? About their security. Yes, Lady Krita. Would you like to fund Greenside Scouts? I'll think about it. Once we have the funds of Scouts, okay. Right, so I need to get one of those things completed. How much gold do we have right now? Let's go outside and check our building, and then see from there. We have the 250, so I'm just gonna fund it then. That's the market. Barracks. Blacksmith is 400, so it's down somewhere as well. And then so I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to be like that, where we have that staircase there. Okay, so that's going to be built. Then I can pop back in there and think what's going on here. I think maybe my battery's gone in my mouse. Well, give me a second. Just going to grab a new battery. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hopefully I've remembered to cut that out in editing. So pop in here, we give him his 250 gold. We're not going to attack him. Here you are. Here's the 250. Thank you, lady. I'll start recruiting scouts right away. Any security issues? Yes, Lady Critter. There's a group of bandits near Greenside. They attack our patrols on a daily basis. Who are they? Goblins, lady. They are led by a goblin chief named Redhide. If you destroy their camp, the townsmen will pay you a handsome reward. Then I'll go and kill Redhide. Let me know when it's done. Okay, we certainly will, so... let's exit out of there. So Redhide is, from what I remember, is kind of a unique character in the game. So it's nice to get to fight him. Let's equip that. There's a bit of a delay with it putting that on there. We're not going to shoot you, don't worry. But we're going to try and do some damage with this. So yeah, I like the new interface that we have at the moment. And let's have a look at, so how do we get into, it's not that. That's for our followers. Oh, that's not what we want. I'm trying to remember what's the one for, it's not that either. No, it's not that. What's our first person view? Because I want to see what the new one is for that. Okay, so maybe none of those either. Okay, there's a lot of keys that shortcut into there. Okay, there we go. So I'm liking how we're not, if you remember some previous videos where we could see through our gear and stuff. I like how this new one is at the moment. Trying to work out how this is different than the one that we just saw in third person view. It seems the same to me. Okay, so the Goblin Village is over there. You probably saw some lights while we were running. That's what the Goblin Village is. And then Redhide is actually in a cave next. So those are goblins that are shooting us now. Redhide is actually in a cave next to the Goblin Village. So I don't think we need to necessarily destroy the village. We just need to go kill him in the cave. Cave's over here. You can kind of see the blue light. Yeah, so over there is their village. But he's, from what I remember, he's in here in this cave. That certainly seems to be what the little compass at the top is telling us. Okay, so in we go. So let's see how easy it's going to be to actually fight with a bow rather than like the last time we had our mace and our shield. Let's get our bow out for starters. You see a guy down there. Okay, actually hit him there, nice. Yeah, I think he's gone now. Okay, let's move up. Let's grab that. Okay, where are these enemies? Leave someone else on us. Okay, so far it's working. I can see that there in the bottom left. Now, does that appear only when we're in first person view? Maybe. But yeah, from compared to previous times that I've tried to fight with the bow, I'm definitely enjoying this more. Oh, but not when he does that. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, so we got the riftstone there. There is more to explore that way. Let's keep going this way. Trying to make sure we don't miss any side branches, although I could just look on the map for that, but still. It's more fun for me to just pretend we don't have knowledge, at least at times. Couldn't hit that guy, he's pretty far away. Oh, we got him, yeah. Try that again. Okay, let's move up. This guy here as well. There doesn't seem to be any difference in where you actually, like, a headshot doesn't seem to do more damage, or maybe it does and I'm just not noticing, because they are taking varying amounts of damage. It's just that it doesn't feel like getting them in or around the head does significantly more damage. Okay, let's go up here and grab this gold. It'll be nice for us. Okay, and there's some iron there. What's down here? But it's still not. Is that book still there? It's hard to tell. There is a bug with a corner like that where you can kind of see through it when you shouldn't. Yeah, I'm liking that hook that we have that allows us to shoot faster. It's great. Okay, you're dead. Oh, red, that must be red hide there, I think. With the 8. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, he's just standing there, so he's going to be really easy to kill with the bow. And that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, that's him dead. So that is a little bit of a shame because, you know, you kind of, the game is improving, you know, to the point where I want to be comparing it to games like kind of Elder Scrolls games like Oblivion or, you know, Morrowind or any of those. It's like maybe not like, well, maybe Skyrim as well, but for me, like, I preferred Oblivion more than Skyrim, but that's kind of a personal opinion. But I feel that one thing that those games have at the moment over this is that when you get into like a boss type battle, you know, you really have to step your game up then. Whereas here we come in, the goblins were, you know, challenging enough. You know, if I hadn't been like the level that I am, I think they probably would have done some serious damage to me just through me not completely paying attention to them. But then to come and for Redhide here to just not be a challenge at all. And then his sword is just a regular goblin blade. That should have been something, you know, you expect a named character to have a decent weapon for you to get as well. So maybe that's something that can be looked at too. And then we have other people here shooting us from down there, I think. Oh, no, he's right here. Hi there. But yeah, like Redhide really should be aggressive. And he should work in tandem with the other guys who are in the room, so that you kind of feel like you're trying to pick off the other guys, like the kind of the, if you want to put it in MMO terms, the trash mobs, you know, while at the same time doing some damage and avoiding major damage from the boss. But you know, it's not how it turned out. But you know, it's a nice idea. I just feel that it needs to be polished a bit more, but that's fine, you know. There's nothing wrong with things needing to be improved when you have people who are willing to do those improvements. Well, I'm kind of stuck there. Okay, let's keep going. I think that's more my terrible navigation than the game there, though, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna check. There's no one down in the pool. Okay, let's continue on. And something else as well, yeah, I kind of touched on earlier, was having kind of this perfect knowledge of the place before, it's basically before I even set foot down here. I knew the exact layout of everywhere, which, some people say, yeah, that's fair enough. Maybe someone else had been here before in the cave, and that's how it got. I think we were already doing that. That's where we came back from him, yeah. They would say, yeah, that's how the, we had that cave before, and then they moved in, and that's how we know, what the situation is there. But for me, I just like the idea of exploring around and kind of discovering it as I go, and then having a thing where basically, let's not go back up there again, where I build a map of the area. Okay, now the exit is in this direction. Okay, and then straight down here. Yeah, straight up here, should I say. Okay. So I think the first time I did this, we can now recruit soldiers, and nice. Okay, so that was definitely worth it for us. The first time I did this, it just said go to the Goblin Village and fight, so I'm pretty sure that I came over to the Goblin Village, which is over here, and tried to wipe them all out, but it's not that easy to do. Okay, those guys are... Uh-oh. Getting stuck. Okay. That was lucky. Right, so we need to get out of Dodge. So we're just going to head on home because we have that done. Then when we get back, we're going to have a quick look at the blacksmiths, and then I'm going to end the video. So on the way back, I'll just have a little chat about how I feel things are progressing with the game. So as I said, it's great to see that the guys are making progress on things like the interface, and also obviously they're adding in new classes to the game as well, and kind of new abilities for you to play around with too. So that's really nice to see, and it's definitely gonna help in terms of people who want to play a certain build. But something that that needs to be added to the game, it is kind of adding in more quests and more things to do, whether that's in terms of your city building or that kind of thing. But that kind of stuff is coming soon, because they're going to add the world map and the Dominion in the winter update. So they're obviously they're mindful about that, and they've got they've got plans for that too. So it's not like they're just laser focused on just getting the RPG stuff done and forgetting about the rest. They obviously have their plan there as to how they're going to approach that and how they're going to put that into practice, which is great. But it looks like maybe this is done now. So the last time I built one of these and I talked to the blacksmith, he basically just told me to get lost. Let's see what he says now. Let's put my stuff away. And can we even interact? Yeah, we can't interact with him. Okay, that's that's again something that I mentioned before, is that it'd be nice to have more kind of personality in the town, where you would have these more kind of interactions where the blacksmiths would tell me, hey, we need a special type of iron, or we need maybe not even iron, maybe a special type of metal, or, you know, we've heard of this guy in another village who is an expert at something that we can't do, or he has, you know, as I say, he has expertise that we don't have. Can you maybe go and talk to him? But at the moment, it's just kind of talk to the guy. He has stuff that he can make you, and then, you know, and it's nice. It's nice like to have this kind of this stuff that you can buy, which I think is great. It does add a bit of extra stuff to the game, although obviously better stuff here. But if there was, I'm sure there's a plan for it, that there's going to be blacksmith quests that are going to open up more things that he can make for you. But you know, I'm kind of looking forward to that being an eventuality. And then the same for then our market as well, that there maybe we have to establish more trade routes, and then they're going to have different items available for us and that kind of thing. And you know, that's hopefully all in the future of the game. At the moment, the current state of the game, it's, you know, for what it is at the moment, which is an early access game, which is very ambitious. It's in a pretty decent place right now. Although this lady is definitely not in a decent place because she's still stuck in the spiral. So let's just have a quick look at her while we talk about the current state of the game. So I feel like the game has enough to do in it that if you want to do, you know, have a check out the game and have a play around with it, there's enough there for anyone who's really interested in this game, and I would recommend picking it up. If you're not so sure about it, you know, I've got plenty of videos on the game. You can go back and watch and see how much the game has progressed. You can also talk to the developers. They're very encouraging for people to join the Discord and talk to them in Discord as well, and they're very good about responding to stuff as well. So that is that's a good thing and good positive on that. But you know, if you're still not sure about things, just keep an eye on the game and see how it progresses and whether it's going in the right direction, you know, for you. But for me, I think, yeah, it's for its current price, it's definitely worth checking out if you are really, really interested in it. But for me, I'm having a great time with it, and I'm happy to see the progress that's being made. And next week, we're going to check out some more of the new things that have been added to the game. But for now, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and I do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the